Think we're live. Good morning and happy 6 a.m. At least here on the East Coast. It is 6 East Coast. What am I saying? Eastern time. I'm in Michigan. Hello. Lots of snow and cold. It's 6 a.m. here. Happy Saturday. I hope you are all going to just rock out your Saturday, and I hope the kind of encouragement, motivation, and to get going. So for some of you who may know, because I've gained a lot of new subscribers over the last several days, and maybe you pop on here now or you're gonna pop later. Show is basically kind of everything business and content, and we share motivation for leadership, leveling up your decision making, your choices, to just be happier and live a life. That's really the intent of the show. This is just a space where we have accountability and encouragement, and that's really the show. So, if you're awake at 6 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time, come hang out with us. It's always a good show. It's always fun, and it always has hilarious stories included. And one of the funny stories that we're going to start off for today is, if you watched last week, my coffee maker did not work, and I have a Keurig, and my wonderful sister is like maintenance girl on this thing. She is a rock star when it comes to maintaining coffee makers. Anyway, this week I got to coffee maker and it didn't work, and I was like I just want coffee. And so this morning I have my coffee, and I was able to get early enough to actually enjoy it and sit on it before we even start the show. So I feel very awake, even though I woke up at 4:30 this morning. And some of you may be like, Katie, what is wrong with life? And I would say, I don't know, but I'm asking the same question. The major problem, guys, is that like this week has rushed by. That's kind of what we're going to be talking today. But we all have those weeks where we're like, where did it go? I kind of feel like February is that month. Like, where did February go? And so this week, like the things that I set aside to get ready on certain days didn't happen. And so tonight I was staying up late, scheduling the show and sending out emails to my email list, which was hilarious. If any of you on the emailed and saw like an now come through. Yeah, I do not things late at night, so I shouldn't do things late at night. I say anyway. So like the break is when we are feeling our schedule is getting ahead of us, or spinning out of control, or we're becoming overwhelmed by our own to-do list. That's when we get to start having a clarity checkup. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we are the ones making the choice that we do each day. We are the ones who make choices we focus on. We get overwhelmed by what we have clarity on, and the things that we actually achieve and spend our time on for those days. We are controlling our life. And there are a lot of very things in life that we don't get to react and respond to. But the point is, we wake up in the morning and we decide if we're going to get out or not. We decide if we are going to get out of when our alarm goes off, or if we're going to sleep in and do something else. We decide if we're going to show up to work on time. We decide if that is important to us. And if so, then we will do whatever it takes to make it happen. I want to say that first, because oftentimes we act in our own life, especially entrepreneurs, independent content creators. Everything is up to us, and it's very easy to fall into this idea that we are the victim. And I'm sure someone calls this victim syndrome, but it's like we go through life. So this happened to me, and this happened to me. I was going to do this, but then this happened, which prevented me from doing that thing. And let me tell you, you're not going to get anywhere if you're constantly getting stuck on being someone else's fault. We have to look in life and decide where are the areas that we are responsible, that we get to be responsible for, and what can we be doing to shape those things. A great example, my work, I have a part-time awesome nonprofit. They're amazing about like schedule and stuff, and we'll get in at different time. I like to be in before 10 a.m. in the morning, and like sometimes my subs will come with me, help me out with some like inventory stuff and do their school there stuff. And I know that like when they come, it's going to take a little bit longer for everybody to get out the door. And so I get to take responsibility for making sure I'm ready on time, that they are ready early, so that we know that we are at the very least getting out early so that we can be there on time. And that is something that I get to work on, but I also get to take responsibility for that. And we have those things in life where we are not taking responsibility. We are being the victim, right? We are not taking ownership of our actions. We're not taking ownership of our choices. As I need to take a sip. We're not taking ownership of our actions. We're also not taking ownership of our responsibility, responses to things, all of those things. Like, we get to start taking our life seriously and getting things done. Some people would say that taking responsibility of your actions and your choices and your decisions is like fun, right? Like, that's an adult thing to do, and it's easier to just play the victim. But if you are someone who does that, and you are probably very overwhelmed a lot, stressed, tense. And the reason for that being is when you say that everything's everyone's fault. You say that everything is something, like everybody else responsible for this thing. You don't get to grow. You don't get to have ownership on thing. Therefore, nothing you can do about it. You are constantly just responding. And so the title of this YouTube video, I believe, is something like, I should have actually looked up the title that I put on the video. I think it was something like "Grow Your Business, Growing Your Leadership," and that is like that we're talking about today, because growing your business, and this is something that I found. I'm not an old, wise, seasoned business owner. I get to be young and learn a lot of things, and I have a lot of experience that has brought me to this point. And I know a lot of you who watch this channel we're with the age of 20 to 30 years old, and you're running your YouTube channels, or you're trying to build something that is cool, at least to you. People say grow your business. You think like big glamorous leaps of financial benefit and like lots of employees. I think scale. And truly, what is the essence of building something amazing is day to day, minute to minute responsibility and leadership. Leadership is not doing things perfect. Leadership is not doing everything well or good. Leadership is learning where your breakdowns are. Leadership is owning those breakdowns and growing through them. So this week was crazy because I was all over the place. And I get to be transparent and honest about that. My business was a place. There was things I forgot that I had going on. And there were things that I felt like I just wanted to cancel. And there were I was kind of congested, like wasn't feeling that great, and didn't really want to like do this that I had on my list to do. And I did them. Did I do them with attitude? Maybe not. Did them, but I was all over the place. I didn't have clarity. I didn't have responsibility. I just was clear on exactly what the goal was this week. And leadership saying, here's my breakdown. Here's what I get to figure out. Now let's move forward. And so I want you, if if you're feeling like this week, and you're feeling like it's been overwhelming, and I don't know how to into next week. If you're feeling like, Katie, I'm sick of not getting everything done. I'm sick of constantly having things on my list that I move to another list. I'm sick of family saying I work too much. I'm sick of having to work too much. Then first off, I want you to give yourself grace. I want you to give yourself a lot of grace. That a to-do list is not perfect, and a to-do list is not going to define you. I think oftentimes we get stuck, and we like growing a business is a to-do list, and that's true and that's false also, because we can be very deceptive about our to-do list. whether that it is we're getting too much done or too little. Backing up to what I was talking about, getting onto tangents. When you build your businesses in the everyday, and it's the growth and the changes that happen every single day, and you cannot grow your business logistically, you cannot build that YouTube channel logistically if you are not first leveling up your leadership, your ownership, responsibility, and your responses to life. I don't remember who it was that said that. It was an amazing, I think it's a theologian, and it's so powerful for just life. And they said 80% of life is your response to life, and only 10% is actually your physical control of your life. So 80% of your life is the response, which means we get to spend a lot of time responding to life. We get a lot of time to learn how to respond to life. And if we are okay and settling for responding to life in a way that is blaming other people, is taking the ownership off us, that is refusing to own consequences to our choice decisions, then we don't get to grow, we don't get to level up, and honestly, that's rude to the people around you. It's really, really rude. We have amazing communities on YouTube. Honestly, when I started YouTube last year, at the beginning of last year, I was dumbfounded by the amazing support and community that we have here on YouTube. In fact, I had the coolest comment this morning when I woke up, and it just made me smile. And it's from this awesome guy who subscribed to me, and his YouTube handle is Superstar Destroyer. So if this is you, dude, thank you so much for responding, because he's like, this is an underrated channel. Go subscribe, go share, help her build this channel. I'm like, thank you so much for being kind and taking the time to support your community. I had one of those moments today where I realized, we get to be people who give, and there is always something to give. If you're feeling tapped out, if you're feeling exhausted right now, and you're like, Katie, I can really get my to-do list done. I don't have any to give. Sometimes what you can give is your time, is just sitting there and supporting your family, sitting there and supporting community. I had this opportunity yesterday and this last week, just being there for oncoming clients for my business coach, and just supporting in getting into the program. And it was cool to just show up, not be asked to show up, but just show up and be there for people, and just whatever happened, just being present. So sometimes we say we don't have anything to give, and we feel exhausted and we're overwhelmed and stressed, we need to step back and say, what is this all for? That is something that business owners get to do all the time. The most successful people are constantly having to reassess, what is the why? And living out my why. I get to do that every single day. I get to do that every single week, and I'm not doing it. That's where the breakdown happened. This week I was just rushing and not really sitting back and what am I trying to accomplish here? Like a big picture. Why are these things on my to-do list? Why am I feeling overwhelmed by this? Is it maybe because it's in a part of my life? So this month I'm really trying to trying to get our second round of Unlock the Creative Entrepreneur, our live conference, our live virtual conference off the ground, because it's February 25th through the 27th, which means I'm going to be in promo week and getting stuff done. I'm trying to just get all the details sorted, and responsibility and ownership for the things I have responsibility for the thing that to have responsibility for. And so for you're going to have things on your plate that you don't like. You're going to have things on your plate that you love to do, but you're feeling stressed about right now, and that's okay, because it's a part of life. But here's the thing. It's your life. So you get to choose what's on your plate, and that doesn't mean you're going to have lots of things you love doing. That there are going to be areas of your life that are less polished than others. You get to grow through those opportunities and through those scenarios and choices and decisions you make. You get to grow through the messy. And so as we're growing our business, we are growing our leadership. That is how you grow your business. Be like, Katie, you're being so like you're being so vague. I think I'm like, oftentimes I'm very vague as I try to like relate to a lot of people. But let me give you some tangible examples for you to take into your life. So if you're a content creator and you're making YouTube videos, start taking a process and saying, where are areas where I'm not giving myself enough time. I'm feeling stressed and overwhelmed. How can I streamline this process? How can I make this something that I can do for a long time? How can this something that I can consistently move forward? So one of the things that I found with YouTube videos is I can't do vlogs every day. I love do vlogs. I can't do it. Otherwise I don't get anything else done. Like that's the main thing. And if that's the main gig, then that's the main gig. But it's not the main gig because I'm building awesome business and supporting so many clients and coaching and building websites and doing awesome things on this end. And YouTube wasn't my main thing. We have to have the clarity to understand what is the main thing, what's the why. So if you're building a YouTube channel, if you're a content creator, if you have a blog, if you are social media stuff and encouraging people online and trying to monetize, then you need to figure out like where are you actually going to start building that in. What are the activities and tasks that are going to get you there? And having clarity and leader to own that and move forward in that. We all have messy days. We all have days that are fun. We all have days where we have just a massive breakdown and we feel like we're just done. We're tapped out and everything kind of is not going right. And then we talk ourselves into stuff that hasn't happened that's going to go wrong. And what we get to do is we get to own the messiness. We get to find clarity and control in the messiness and get to move forward and grow that. When I am in the middle of Summit, which I'm getting up to, and I'm actually considering doing a vlog series on running a conference, and I would comment down below, like this video if you like do a vlog series on it, because I was thinking of doing it for my fam in Canada because they can't be here. But I was wondering if maybe all of it would enjoy seeing something like that. But anyway, having clarity, even in messiness, is what gets you through to the other side. And you have overwhelm and you are going to have down, like I experienced this week. It doesn't matter what level you are at, you are going to have those things happen to you. You're going to be overwhelmed with things. But it's learning, how am I responding on in a way that is like true about my situation, actually looking at something that's true. If you were here with us last video last Saturday, we were talking about the dialogue that you have with yourself. Are you actually painting a picture that's true, or are you telling yourself things that have not happened yet and spinning out of control? And that leadership is something that, like, take responsibility for that. Responsibility for truth is so very, very important and so powerful, because that is something that, like, we actually have control over. Have control over our responses. This video is an example of like the conclusion of my week. It feels very all over the place, and I hope the thing for you if you watch all the way through. I hope there's something there. There's so many different things and so many different ideas that I'm thinking about this to end the week. But I end this video with some encouragement and some motivation for you. You are not perfect. You are not have a perfect day. You cannot create a perfect day. Like those almost perfect days where like we really didn't have anything to do with the whole process, and we're like we can't create that. Guess what? Like, you can't create a perfect day, because most of our life is our responses to things that we have no control over. That's what we have off. Our responses is what we have control of. And if you want to build something, you have to be prepared for the overwhelm. You have to be prepared for tense stress and like a lot of responsibility. You have to take that on, and you have to grow through it. You get to grow through it. Whether you're building a YouTube channel, a blog, doing social media stuff, building a brick and mortar business, a product, you have a service business like mine. Listen, like, it's going to be work. And the way to build it is build yourself. That's going to make you a better person to work with. It's going to make you a better boss when you have employees and contractors. You're going to be able to delegate and stand up, take the responsibility, and own the stress. Sometimes being able to get it done and move forward. So I hope this supported you this morning as you get into your Saturday. A lot of people on their Saturdays doing nothing. I don't spend my Saturdays doing nothing. They're not lectured like a normal, but I normally do some work Saturday. Sundays I do zero work because I just have to have that day to like set up very well. But I don't want to talk at you, talk with you. I want to support you. I want to like build you up as a content creator. And so this meant something to you. If you had some content in here that was like, yeah, like this is me right now and this is what I'm struggling with, I want you to go into the description and I want you to go click that link for signing up for my email list. It's going to take you to the page for Mornings with Katie and scroll to the bottom, and there's going to be a space where you can put your name and your email and your name. Do that because this is a space, a community, and if you talk to any of the people on my email list, they tell you like this is a space and community to support you, to keep you accountable, encourage you, and that's where I want to be because I know you will get what you need there. I believe strongly in your potential, but I also understand that we get overwhelmed when we're alone, and we get stressed and spin out of control when we are alone in business, in our personal life. We are not meant to be people who are alone. And you're to be people who are in community with each other. So find a community, if not mine and somebody else's. Find Cody's No Small Creator, or like so many people, amazing communities that support you. So find somebody. Definitely go check mine out. Put your name in there. Worst comes to worst, you can 100% unsubscribe if you don't like the content that I send you. No judgment, no pressure. But step into action, and that is to step to accountability, and that's one of the amazing areas you get to grow your business and grow your leadership is through having that accountability in that community. And so I would really, really strongly encourage to do that. Like take that choice. You'll also, if you get onto my email list, also automatically be registered for our awesome free live virtual conference that's coming up the 25th through the 27th of this month, February. And so if you are not already signed up for my email list, then there's also a link right in the description to register for conference, and you can see an awesome video there to show you exactly the details for the conference and who it is for. So you know what, that's there. I want it, and I know there'll be massive value to so many of you, because that's why it's there. And we saw last I'm probably gonna make a video like specifically about Unlock the Creatorpreneur, because it's like it needs to be its own standalone thing. This live coffee morning with Katie was all place, because guess what? Life is messy, and this week has been messy for me, and you're probably feeling messy, and that's okay. That's okay. But you get to work through it. You get to lean on your community, lean on your people to support you and to encourage you and to keep you accountable when you need accountability. And guess what? We all need accountability, whether the highest level business entrepreneur or you are just getting started. You need community. You need accountability. You need a coach. You need somebody who is putting you for the right reasons, and around and with you, and push you when you need and grace with you when you need some grace. So build your business, your leadership. It's all about your leadership. I can't say it any other way. It is 100% about how you choose to make decisions and choices, how you choose to take responsibility for your actions, how you choose to work through stress and tension and move forward. And the last thing that I will say to kind of in this video is we all have our limits where we hit a wall. But the awesome part about leadership is you get to constantly change where that wall is. I've seen that so much last several years when I was in school and having massive like chronic shoulder and neck pain. I was doing a lot of stuff, but I was like, how can you tell a 19-year-old that is just out of someone heading into like college? How can you tell a 19-year-old that she's already hit her limit? And if she keeps doing this, she's going to have arthritis and tinnitus. And like how can you tell someone that? Now, I'm building my own business. I'm a content creator, an entrepreneur. I'm able to support other people. I'm doing all these amazing things are clear and pointing to the same thing. But they're able to do this is because I have clarity. I've built my leadership and I'm getting to constantly build that. And that is like the defining difference between me in high school and college and me now. So understand that if you're feeling overwhelmed and tapped out, like you can't do it, you can't. But you need to be clear on the activities you're doing that are actually pointing to one specific thing. Totally video. I feel that could be a different video complete. I'm gonna stop rambling on. I hope this was valuable to you. I know there was like really great in here that you take from, and I'm probably gonna pull a lot of content for socials, but I just want you to feel supported and encouraged and accountable for actions, your abilities, and your responses. So I hope you have an awesome Saturday and get stuff done. Like be intentional about it. Be intentional about what you're spending your time on, what your responses are to people, and just some of the like internal dialogue that's going on inside of you, how to level that up, how to be accountable for that, and just like get it done. So I hope you have a Saturday. I love you all very much, and thank you so much to Super. I'm gonna go back and look at this because I want to make sure I write your name right. Star Destroyer. Thank you for your awesome, special, so generous comment this morning, and just so appreciate you. So I hope you all have an awesome day. Share it, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Comment down below and tell me where is your breakdown right now. Where are you feeling overwhelmed? And I 100% take time to support you in the comments, like I always do on all my videos. So have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next one. I'm gonna hit my end button on my phone.